Okay, so yeah, we've updated our program, and yeah, it's time to add one more test. So the whole point of all this was that I could see if I can format my the whole point of all this was now that I can create multiple escrows with a single wallet. And I've got my test. So before I start doing any changes to the front end, I need to actually try this out. So what I'd like to do is currently I have a single currently I've got some globals for like the custom program, which I only initialize one. And then I've got this escrow account here, but I need to be able to create multiple ones. So, yeah, how am I going to do this? Escrow out, seller out, like all these things. I want to be able to, maybe I can see if I can initialize multiple escrows with the seller. So I wonder how can I do this? Well, currently that's how we do it. Click the number, get a PDA for the escrow, get some amounts that work out, yada, yada, yada. Then we fire off our program instruction with our context. And it's all these accounts. That's essentially it. Yeah. Let me take all of this. I'm going to go down to the bottom. And now I'm going to use that code again, but this time I want to, I'm going to clean up a lot of this. I'm going to get rid of all the comments and stuff. I have all that elsewhere. I don't need it. All right. Okay. So this is not initialize escrow. This is initialize second escrow with same wallet. Could obviously rename these a little bit better, but same kind of thing. We're gonna get to do that. I feel like my formatting. What's happened here? Let's move this up to the top. All right, so our form. So what can I do? Do I need to create some more globals, rename some things, or can I just keep it all in here? So I see. I need to move this stuff over. That should be a little easier. Okay, so we're going to have the escrow number that we're going to use to assign to the new escrow. Seller key, this should work. Escrow number, we pass as a seed. Everything is looking good. Escrow PDA, so now this is my global. I'm going to have to figure, I'm just trying to initialize. So I think I'm going to get rid of this for now and just use the, let's give some arbitrary amounts. So like 30 and 80. Doesn't matter. So the amounts are right. Same kind of thing. Custom program ID. X or out. So the tokens could be the same. I could swap it around. Let's just keep it simple. Like I'm not going to change much of that. Seller out token. So it's the same associated deal, but this time he's got different values. Okay, so this is not the most comprehensive test ever, but I'm basically seeing if I can create a whole new PDA for a second escrow account. The escrow PDA in this case would be PDA that we get here just from using our find program address, escrowed out token account. Now this is going to be different. Yeah, because I have a global that's pointing to this using a key pair token program, escrow token account. Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to change some stuff up. All right, because current custom program is going to fetch it, get it. Current escrow is going to grab this escrow account, but again, we're using the PDA here. Updating our global state. And again, we have to change this. I have to escrowed out token balance. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some. Gotta change this up a little bit. So we're not ready for this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do to make this a little bit easier is I'm gonna split my screen. So this is what we're working on. This is what we need to update, and I'm gonna go back up top, and we got to create some new variables and some new accounts. So I'm gonna rename some stuff. Yeah, all right, so custom program, there's only going to be one custom program. The mints I can use, okay? So I'm just going to create like X mints, Y mints. I could later add like a Z mint and things like that just to kind of change it up. And maybe I will. So all right, so seller out token account. I'm going to leave the seller and buyer the same because that would just be much more to do. But, oh man, how can I do this? All right, so I just want to create another escrow. Certainly need an escrow 1, escrow 2, right? So escrow 1 and escrow 2, escrow 1 PDA, escrow 1. Yeah, it's gonna look like crap. It's gonna look like crap, but we're gonna just try it. So let's do, and this escrowed out token account. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this whole like 1, 2 thing. Because I do need to create some associated token accounts. Although if I stick with the X mint and Y mint, and I've already done that, let me think this through. So we've got, we have the associated token accounts. We already have some supply. Doesn't have to be complicated. I just want to make sure that I can initialize. So now what did I do with the polls? So I did on-chain voting test. Let's move this over. How did I do? Test user 1, test user 2. Yeah. Close this out. All right. All right. The quickest route would be just doing the exact same buyer and seller, exact same swap. So X for Y, essentially. The seller is paying X and wants the Y mint in return. So then these associated token accounts for the seller and buyer, I don't have to mess with that. But what I do need is I need two separate, I do need a new escrowed token account. Escrowed. It's funny. So I'm using, like, you have a little bit of this Rust convention and JavaScript convention taking place here. This snake case right here, escrowed. I'll just stick with it for now. Well, let's change this up. So escrowed out token account. Let's do escrowed out token account 1. And I want to make sure that's right. That's right. That's right. Just going to go ahead and change all this stuff to that. I think this works. I think that works. So let me save that. Let's go over here. I'm going to run this a lot. Because I really need to make sure, slowly but surely, as if I rename some stuff, I've got to basically do, I need a separate key pair for the associated for the token account. I don't need a key pair. Well, I guess I do actually, because it needs to be part of the signing. But what I'm trying to say is I need to come up with a second one for that. So if I do Solana logs, and let's just come over here and do our anchor run test, should still pass. Nothing should change. I just renamed that variable. So if that's the case, see, I know it's failed because it's that last. It's the one that I just added, but I haven't ignored it. Yeah, this initialized second escrow. Yeah, that's my bad. Everything else though passed. So I'm gonna go to 49. Okay, so we're gonna ignore that one for now, just temporarily. Yeah. So while we're working through this, and back up here to my variables, 29, go down. So we have a key pair here. This is just saving for the public key. So we're basically let's just get a public key, like a proper public key, not a PDA address. I'm gonna do, this is the second one. Yeah. And then here, I'm gonna just do a little update. Adding multiple token accounts and escrows. I'm implementing custom program, something like that. All right, and here we actually going to do escrow 1, escrow PDA 1, and this will be 2 and 2. Not create, you know, it is what it is. So what we need to do is I need to find escrow and escrow PDA 1. I need to rename those. So I'm just going to do a search escrow like that. And we're going to change it to escrow 1. See, this is going to be a lot, actually. Maybe there's a better way. Maybe there's a better way. Let's see. if I go back to here and I get this, and instead, what do my options have here? References, rename, new name. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I think that's gonna change all kinds of crap. So, I forget there's a case-sensitive search, or case-insensitive, so you can do that with Vim. I have to look at that later, but for the sake of time, let me just find, yeah, now it's gonna bug me. How do I do that? What's a case-insensitive? I'll look this up. Case-sensitive. The I, capital I flag, will make your search case-sensitive. If you want case-insensitive, then you do lowercase I. Okay. So maybe I could do this right. So if I do that's the asterisk. We'll search the word that you're under. Now this is a Vim thing. So if I go back to my percent is like the whole file, so it's going to go the entire file inside this buffer, I guess, and then search, and I'm looking for Escrow, and I want to change it to Escrow 1. Oops, 1. G is like all instances, but then Shift I should be lowercase, and then C for confirm. And now maybe this will be a little bit easier. So let me see. I'm trying to change Escrow to Escrow 1. No. These are just notes. No. Yes to this one. Yes to that one. No. And then here we are. No. Escrow number, no. There's bound to be better ways to do this, but hey, we're learning. So feel free to educate me. All right, here we go. So escrow number, that's still the same. Escrow PDA. Yeah, we want this one to go to, we do want this one to be Escrow 1, because it's our first one. Escrow 1 PDA, Escrow 1. We can change that. Started. Yeah. The account is still called Escrow, but this one, the PDA that we're going to use is Escrow 1. The token account will be the same for now. Or actually, no. Yeah, I'm going to have to... I mean, that's the name of the field, so we're not changing that. But here, we're pointing to the first token account. Yeah, so that's fine. That's fine. Signer. And one thing I wasn't sure about, we're creating a new token account, like this escrow token account inside of our escrow PDA. And I remember I had this question, I see it now, like a while back, like why is this escrowed out token account, account 1, a signer? It's just a type token account. And I believe it's because it gets created and we set its properties. Because we are modifying, when we initialize, we're actually passing in and transferring some tokens into it. Maybe that's the case. I wasn't always not 100% sure on that one. All right, so where were we? Account is still called escrow. And this time, though, the PDA is escrow 1. And then we're updating the global state. So escrow 1 is now current escrow, escrowed out. That's fine. That's fine. That is fine. That's fine. Everything else seems okay. Everything else seems okay. Yeah. And all these current escrow checks. Lordy. All right. Yeah, because we're doing the first one. Still doing the first one. Escrow data. Still doing the first. That's right. Escrow token account. Same token account. It's using the token account 1 pub key. I'm gonna ignore this stuff. I feel like that's done. Escrowed out token balance. Yeah, I feel like that is okay. Let me move my cursor. Let's see. The field name we don't change, but here got to point to the right PDA, so it's escrow 1. That's right. Yeah. I think some of these notes are a little old, and then I could probably change that to escrow 2 eventually. Initialize escrow 2 now that I'm redoing it. I'll skip that for a second. Escrow number, buffer, seeds, escrow PDA. I need to change. So I'm not done with this. This one. This is the test that I need to work on. And that's not going to be escrow 1. So this, I'm not going to worry about this one yet because, yeah, this one actually is going to be escrow 2 because this is inside of this new test that I'm going to write. And I'm going to call this actually delete word. What are we going to just call this escrow 2? We're at the same wallet, and while we're here and it's on my mind, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'll call this escrow PDA 2 equals the derived PDA that we get. I think we can do escrow PDA 2. Initialize escrow test. We have different amounts. Just some things will be a little bit different. Yeah, we can change this now back to the escrow PDA 2. It's the same thing, but at the end of the day, this won't be escrow token 1. This will be 2 because we're doing this for the second time around. 2. Getting there slowly but surely. customProgram PDA. There's only one of those, so that's fine. Current escrow, that's fine. Fetch, and we let's change this to escrow PDA 2. Yep. And escrow 2. Just updating that. This 1 should be a 2 because we're. And now, okay. Let's see. So, is there anything off about this? So seller, and for this it's going to be the same. So the seller public key and the buyer, all that's going to be the same. Even their associated token accounts are going to be the same because I just trying to baby steps here. But I did change the values here, and it would obviously make more sense to put these as a freaking variable instead of hard coding it like this. So out amount is 20, in amount is going to be 80, escrowed value amount. That one should be 20. We're sending in 20 of those tokens. Yeah, I feel like that should do it. Now, here's the thing. Escrow number, in this case, locally in this test, we generate that at the very top here. So that should be right. So at the end of the day, this this escrow number should be the second one. And so at the at the end here, the custom program, its total escrow count, 2 number is going to equal to what we put here. That's not there. Gotta update that. Okay, so getting there. Not out of the woods yet. So let's get escrow 1, escrow 2. What else is missing? I feel like, so if we don't change anything about the buyer or the seller, so their wallets and the tokens that we're dealing with and all that are the same. Again, baby steps. What we need to do then is, well, even I will do the exact same seller and the exact same token. So the out token and in tokens all align. Basically, this should allow, this should work. Now, it's not a comprehensive test by any means, but at the very least, like, we should be able to create 2 escrows, okay? So I'm gonna shut this down, restart the validator, and then rebuild and deploy, just so we're dealing with like a fresh start. I'll do logs over here. Okay, this is it. Still doing its deploy, and yeah, so let's go over here and run our test. Oh crap, I forgot. It's still gonna, it actually should pass, but I forgot to, yeah, 1 pending. Yeah, all right, so, oops, I gotta do it again. So go over here, up, where is that, 30? Go to the beginning, get rid of the X, save, and then one more time. Because we're dealing with PDAs here, you have to, that test just ran, so it throws all my numbers off. So like the custom program now has 1, and there's that first escrow has been created. So we've just built it. Yeah, so now let's do logs again, just to see. Apologies on the noise. Ring. All right, and then yeah, what's next? What's next is that we run the test. Now this time we'll actually see. So you can see it's got all the accounts are being generated and logged. Hey, cool. Passing. So what this means is that officially our changes to our program are working. We now can, a single wallet can create multiple multiple escrow accounts, which is what which is the whole point. So let me, oops, over here, find, comma, pull that over here. I'm just trying to clean this up a little bit. Yeah, looks a little bit better. I gotta figure out why my formatting, LSP, and then info, showing that the Rust analyzer, but there's a formatter. I haven't got that working yet, so that's another thing. But yeah, so this is cool. The changes that we have made to this program, and adding this unique little escrow number as a new seed, seems to be working. So what I'm gonna do is I think I need to create some more tests though. I feel like this is pretty darn fragile. Like it would be neat to be able to create you know, try to create another an escrow 3, you know, or you know, I mean, is it necessary though? I mean, really, like, I feel like the tokens and the accounts work. Pretty basic level, but things are okay actually. So I could always improve and make more tests. So I think what I could do is just do a little to do. Consider adding a new mint with different ATAs for a third escrow created by the seller. It's something I could consider. But yeah, you know what? I feel like it's not bad. Like it's working. I think we can consider moving on. So I'm going to save these changes. Okay. Oh. Get. No, not push. Ooh, that was not what I meant to do. Get push. Yeah. All right. So we have our test. Yeah. Got lots of tests. I've got my app. I'm using SvelteKit. There's a super handy front end, but you know what? What we're gonna do next is the front end.